Alright guys, it is time for Mr. 4K Upscaler to tell you my opinions and my thoughts on how the transfer looks on Black Panther 4K UHD Blu-ray disc. By the way, this movie, it's fantastic. Alright? You guys need to see this movie. It's really, really good. I don't want to spoil anything here, but for those of you who did watch Captain America Civil War, you will understand what I'm talking about. Well, first and foremost, this movie really looks beautiful on HDR. Both HDR and Dolby Visions are very stunning looking. Especially the Dolby Vision transfer, which I'm going to show it to you in my second video on my TCL television. But this projector, this is why I recommend this projector. This projector gives you that 95.8%, nearly 100%, almost nearly 100% of that Rec 709 color on that color wheel that's projecting from the DLP. And it really shows up here on this movie. And this is 155 inch on my second room, not on my third room. On my third room, I have 168. This is 155. It looks very bright. The background, it's very bright and lit up. His skin, and even you can see the rain. Look, you can see the raindrops. Actually, the water drops. I'm sorry. Let me get a little bit closer. Let me get closer to the wall. I'm doing this just to show you. See that the drops of the water? That's because there was a fight. There was a fight scene, and it was right next to the waterfall. I don't want to spoil the movie, so I'm kind of like, I don't want to say too much, but the attention to detail, the transfer in this movie, it's really, really good. I don't know why everybody was complaining about a transfer. I don't see any issues at all. This is a great transfer from Marvel, Disney. They did a great job. Here's another great scene right here on the waterfall. Again, I'm trying not to spoil this movie. Even though I know majority of you have seen it, but for those of you who have not seen it, I'm trying not to spoil it while I'm, examining and analyzing the high dynamic range on this film. The color really pops. And this is why, again, for the second time that I mentioned this, this is why I recommend BenQ, because of the color wheel. That 95.8%. Of that Rec 709, and it really, really shows up here. And you guys can go to Digital Trends. Digital Trends has actually tested this BenQ, and it's really 95.8% of that Rec 709. Now I have moved 7.5 feet away, close to 8 feet away, and it just looks even more stunning. Again, I don't understand why other people were complaining about a transfer. They were saying it was too dimmed, it wasn't too bright. Well, this is the intent of a film director. Film director intended the movie to have a certain warm tone of color. Okay, that's why the movie looks the way it looks. Okay. So that's just the way the principal photography, that's the way the cinematographer and the director intended this movie to look. Now, if you think this is really bright on this projector, wait till you see the Dolby Vision version. Oh my God, the Dolby Vision version brings this intensity 10 times that higher. Okay? And this is why I like to test stuff myself instead of listening to other people or watching other people's videos. The transfer, of course, it's not mind-blowing transfer, but it's definitely a good transfer. The HDR looks fantastic. And Dolby Vision looks fantastic. And Dolby Atmos, it's really good as well. And even here on this scene, you can just see just how beautiful it looks. I'm filming this in a native 4K, but trust me, my camera here, it's really not doing it justice until you see this in person. And it looks great, it looks fantastic. I am using HDMI 2.1 ultra high speed cable. As you guys know, I do use BenQ HDMI 2.1 cable. Why? Because it's only $30 and it's future proof. And it's going to read that 18 megabits per second quicker and faster. And even with the CGI shots, even with the CGI scenes, the HDR pops here as well. Again, I'm trying not to spoil this movie. And you're probably going to be wondering, oh, how come, what's going on here? What is this? You know, the spaceships, or they got... Well, you're going to have to watch the movie. Okay, I'm not going to spoil it. You got to watch the movie to find out what's going on and how is it all connected and everything. All right, so watch the movie. Even though I know majority of you have seen the movie, so you know what's going on. But this is just in case somebody randomly clicks on my video, which it will happen, and then they're, oh, what is this? So I'm trying to do my best not to spoil it too much. And even on this scene, you can see the rainbow, like this rainbow, when the spaceships, not the spaceship, this craft, I'm sorry, when the craft goes right underneath these waterfalls, you see a nice little rainbow that goes across, and that rainbow is really represented clearly. Just look at these white, bright digital levels. Look how beautifully they're being represented. They're not being crushed. That shows me that the HDR was done really, really good here on this movie, okay? And even here, look how beautiful that looks. Look at that transfer. Look how detailed it looks. So I don't know why people were complaining, all right? I'm not saying it's the greatest transfer, but it's definitely good HDR and Dolby Vision, okay? This is an excellent HDR and Dolby Vision, all right? And I'm on a projector. For a projector, the reason I started with the projector first, because I want you to see that here I am, even with a projector, and just looks how beautifully that HDR looks with that 95% Rec 709. This is why you got this projector. This is why you spent $1,500. So you can enjoy that HDR, that Rec 709. All right, if you guys don't know what the Rec 709 is, I'll do a separate video and I'm going to explain it to you how that color is being measured. All right, so I'll explain that in a separate video. But even on my Sony X900E, this movie looks great. And on the TCL Dolby Vision, it's even more brighter with color. So there you have it, guys. I don't want to spoil too much of this movie. It's a great movie. I highly recommend you go pick it up. It's a Dolby Vision certified. It has Dolby Vision and Dolby Atmos. This month of May, it's a Dolby Vision month. Look at all the Dolby Vision movies we've been getting. Saving Private Ryan, Dolby Vision. Black Panther, Dolby Vision. What else we got? There's a bunch of other movies as well that came out. I think Gladiator, Dolby Vision. What else we got? Braveheart, Dolby Vision. So there's a bunch of Dolby Vision movies coming out this month, which is great. The only sad part is Universal hasn't jumped into a Jurassic Park yet, which I'm kind of disappointed. By the way, I need to do a Jurassic Park on 168 inches. I need to do that video as well. All right, but come on, Universal, get that Dolby Vision rolling. Okay? Any day now. All right, guys, there you have it. Excellent. To me, I love the transfer. I don't care what anybody says. This is a good HDR and Dolby Vision transfer. Dolby Atmos sounds great as well. It's just I cannot play it here. Otherwise, I'll get blocked by, you know, Marvel and Disney. But there you have it. Black Panther, great movie. Go check it out. Go buy it. Have fun. Enjoy it. Take care. I'll see you guys in the next video. Cheers.